A lot of people ask me why I didn't go to college or why I didn't choose the 9-to-5 path and started in virtual sales. For me, just taking a look at it before I got started, I wanted to get into something that had uncapped potential. I wasn't paid just for showing up. I was paid for based off of my effort and how well I did that day. Now, virtual sales, another massive benefit in being in virtual sales, say something happens in my family. My family has a family emergency. I have to go out of town. We have to stay at a hotel, an Airbnb. I can work from anywhere. I don't have to be in a specific area or an office to where I have to work there. That's another big benefit there. For example, last spring, in March, I took a trip with my girlfriend to Tampa. It's a great trip there. Hit the casino, the Hard Rock, had fun. But Monday, Tuesday, this is in the thick of open enrollment period for Medicare. So for me, even in the thick of the grind, I can still work while I'm on vacation. That's another massive thing to think about when you're thinking about the path that you're choosing, right? My path I chose was virtual sales. I wasn't good in high school. The only reason I passed classes was because I was good at football, just being honest. The coaches would go in there, we need them to play, hey, you need to pass them. So I wasn't good in school. So I wasn't gonna choose. I tried to go play college football. I got hurt. So when you're thinking about, where am I gonna go, what path am I gonna choose, you really have to take a look at, okay, maybe you're an athlete, maybe you're not. Athletes are typically really good in sales, but I wasn't gonna choose to go to college without sports because I sucked at school. Maybe I could have been good at school, but I wasn't interested in school. The one thing I was always interested in is building something, and making money. When I was in high school, I worked at Dick's Sporting Goods junior and senior year, but on the side, I was watching people's pets. I was building up a clientele of people's pets to watch when they're out of town. That's building a business. That's scaling a book of business that you would take care of, right? So I always knew I was gonna get into something on the business side, and then after that, I was a videographer. I actually worked with CeeDee Lamb of the Dallas Cowboys and a few others, Tolbert, Evan Stewart, who's now at Oregon. So I always knew, hey, I'm around these high-level individuals. What can I get into? What vehicle can I get into to become one of these high-level individuals? And on the path that you're trying to figure out what you're gonna do, you have to take a look at what am I good at? Hey, if you're antisocial, hey, some people are good at it in sales. It helps them break out of their shell. So I think you have to be comfortable with becoming uncomfortable. Every day that I showed up, whether it was going door to door or now virtually now, I was always uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable with the script until I became comfortable. So on your journey, you're trying to figure out, what do I do here? What do I do there? What do I do? You have to look at, what am I good at? For me, I wasn't naturally good at sales at all, but it took a few times of like, hey, let's read this script over. Let's do some role plays with my mentors. And I became good at it because it mattered to me. I saw how much money they were making on a daily basis. It's like, whoa, you can make how much for showing up and talking to someone that's this age and someone that needs this done? And the big thing for me was, I looked at it when I'm 25 years old, I'm 22 now, I started when I was 19. I have to look at my 5-year self, my future self in 5 years. Where do I want to see myself? Financially free, driving the car of my dreams, living in the nice house, about to start a family. And no matter where you see yourself, you have to figure out what's the vehicle that's going to get me there. Now, I'm not saying don't have fun, hang out with the family, grind all the time, but you kind of have to do that. For me, I didn't choose the college route. I didn't choose the 9-to-5 route. So I had to miss out on a lot of stuff. I had to miss out on those weekends that my friends and even sometimes my girlfriend would have things that I had to miss out on because I knew that if I didn't choose my business and the grind over that, it'd be detrimental to my career and my future self, right? So when I was first starting, there'd be many weekends. My buddy'd be like, hey man, come up here, man. You're not in college. Come to this party we got going on. I can't. Sorry, I can't do that. I have to stay here. I have to build this. There's some power to that, right? And the one thing I'll talk about when I've been starting, or since I've started, is energy is sticky. So the people you're around are either going to kill your motion or raise your motion to a different level. So if you're around people that complain all the time, right? Those people are like, man, I can't catch a break, 10 calls in a row, I can't do anything. Okay? One of the quotes I go by, I'm not going to say it on this video because there's a little couple cuss words in there. We got to keep it, kid friendly for YouTube. But figure it the F out. No matter what my situation is on a daily basis, how bad it could be. For example, in our business, we deal with chargebacks. I had $3,000 in chargebacks hit me all at one time, right, like the day after Christmas. Well, you can either, complain and just sit about in there and think about, oh my gosh, like why does this have to happen? Or figure it the F out. Go to work. Make sales to write those chargebacks off. Continue to do the process over and over again that you're used to. So figure it out. Now, why I'm going to go back to that energy, the people that you're around is sticky, is if you're around people that are complaining all the time about their situation or I can't catch a break, those I can't catch a break people, that is going to hold you back and chain you to that level. Now, you're around people that, man, you can do this, no matter what your situation is. I don't think that something's ever going to hold you down, or man, I had 10 bad calls, but I know that the next 5 can potentially be those calls that are going to make me money. Or the situation is, for me, I was joking around with my dad, like a few months ago, I was driving down the road and a massive rock hit my windshield and just shattered it, right? It's like, damn, that sucks, but I was joking around. It's a matrix attack. It's a matrix. They're trying to steal my energy from me. That's the way you have to think about it. When you have bad things happen to you, or those people that you're around have those bad things happen to you, how are they going about those things? Do they look at it as like, damn, a rock hit my windshield and shattered my window, I can't catch a break? I don't want to hear that. That's just kind of soft. For me, it's like, okay, just joke around about it, move on, life happens, you got to continue to go. So that's why I'll touch on that part. But for me, my path on why I chose virtual sales was because I want the freedom, the flexibility, and the uncapped potential that allows me to do the things I want to do on a daily basis and get to where I want to be.